the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Orlando Magic. Checking out the Magic, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. So tonight, two inexperienced teams facing off. Shaq, if you were coaching a young club, what advice would you give?
Well, you got to play within yourselves, and if you make a mistake, don't let it get in your head. You just got to keep playing.
Wouldn't you also say, hey, get the ball to Shaq?
I would definitely say that.
Well, if he was on a young team with Shaq, I would say the same thing. But if you don't have a guy named Shaq, you just play with a great deal of energy, and that could make up for the lack of experience. So, you know, being young can benefit you in that way, and you can have some advantages that experienced guys don't have.
Would you like to play for Shaq if Shaq was a coach?
As a coach, I would like to play with Shaq as a young Shaq.
No, if he's the coach.
No, I didn't.
Would you like to play for Shaq?
I'd like to play with Shaq as a young Shaq.
He doesn't want to play for you if you're coaching.
Because they don't know my coaching style.
What is your coaching style?
They call me Pat Jackson.
A combination,
so
it would seem, of Pat Riley and Phil Jackson.
Well, that means you're going to practice me hard, and we're going to win a lot. I want to play for Pat Jackson. I just decided.
Not me. Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Here comes the opening tip.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Take a look at the Magic. They come into this one very confident. They feel like this is a game they should win against a team that struggled. We'll see if they can take care of business.
And so far, they split the season series right down the middle. Now the drama starts to ramp up. Only got 2 games left against them. Can they take the advantage?
It will be a fun matchup to watch. Both teams will be clawing for this win. It will be thrilling to see how this one develops.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or a player's feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty in sports. But is there any room for nuance? The league's a business and a competition. And in any competition, there are winners and losers. Guys?
Great stuff, David. Thank you. Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m.
Yes.
flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
A look at the Magic starting group. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Terrence Ross is out there with Martin, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. Ross against Parker. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Dunn attacking. Over Martin. Dunn misses. Fournier gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Bulls. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Ross. No good off the back of the rim.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Levine can't hit. On offense, here are the Magic. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Augustine looking around. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Vucevic. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And that had to be a defensive mix-up. They know he can hit from that spot.
Yeah, a big miscommunication early. They allow his first points of the day.
Now here's Lopez. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Fader on the way, and there's the bucket from Markkanen.
Everyone knows about Markkanen from range. Also has the tools to challenge inside.
Fournier against Levine. Fournier's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. The fourth spot held down by Jabari Parker.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
The other thing they have in common is that killer instinct. Every one of these guys wants the ball down low. They want to be the #1 option on every trip down the court.
Basket counts.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
That's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
Now here's Markkanen. 17 points for him last game against Toronto.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Just 2 to shoot. They get it back.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
And let's review some numbers for Dunn. First in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And as you said, #1 in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Everybody talked about that huge Jimmy Butler trade last year. Some people criticized the Bulls' return in the deal, but the team seems happy with what they got.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Well, talking about that trade, it's obvious the Bulls were thinking full-on rebuild.
Yeah, they got young assets in Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn. Lauri Markkanen was a great draft pick. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler and the Wolves, they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
He hits the second from the line. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, kicks it to Lopez. Parker looking around. Back to Lopez. On the wing, Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. Back to Fournier. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bulls leading by 6. Done with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Levine. And again, no good by Chicago.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Here's Isaac. Another miss by Orlando.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Good work there as it goes. Levine's got 5.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Augustine against Dunn. And here's Augustine. No points in the game yet for him. Poked away and stolen by Dunn. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And guys, Chris Dunn has outstanding physical tools. Long arms, athletic, great upside at the defensive end.
Grant, he's checked in for Orlando. Vucevic to the pass to Fournier. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Bulls.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Grant against Dunn. There's the dish to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Parker inside, covered by Martin. They get the rebound, and the dunk by Parker.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Now, here's Fournier against Charlotte. He was really on his game. And Dunn has the size to guard either backcourt spot.
I agree. A good rebounder for a guard. Gets a lot of steals. He plays with a high energy level.
Markkanen against Martin. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Orlando, they've managed to crawl down to the 9th best record in the conference. And checking out Chicago, they're at the bottom of the conference.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
Here's Vucevic. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Vucevic has got it back down to within single digits for the Magic. Dunn kicks to Lopez. Back to Dunn. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. To the inside, Martin finds Grant. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Markkanen. Nick Young's checked in for Parker, and it's Valentine in for Dunn. Orlando also making some changes. Mozgov comes in for Jarrell Martin, and Jonathan Simmons subbed in for Evan Fournier.
One shot.
We talk a lot about making plays at the rim and hitting threes, but the mid-range game is still alive, Steve, and it's playing well with some players.
I love it because it's coming back. The guy I come to mind to think of, first of all, is DeMar DeRozan. I think the king of the mid-range. C.J. McCollum, Carmelo Anthony, LaMarcus Aldridge. Chris Paul, for a point guard, does a nice job.
Chris Paul, right.
Knocking down the mid-range game. I love the three-point shot, but I think the mid-range game is starting to come back. Pump fake, one dribble, and knock it down.
Now here's Levine. 23 points for him the last game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Now here's Simmons. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Valentine. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He dishes it to Levine. Back to Valentine. Young outside. Shoots over Isaac. Got a piece of it, but they recover it. Portis, the pass to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Yep, it counts. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Grant against Levine. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Bobby Portis. And Jaren Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite Eight back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now here's Levine. He has 5. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Chicago with the ball. 6-point game. And a wide open look for Portis. Trains the three-pointer.
When it comes to stretching the floor, we're starting to see some consistency from Bobby Portis.
Levine against Grant. Now Vucevic. And Simmons kicks to Grant. Over Carter. No good from Grant. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Valentine. And here is Portis. Guarded by Simmons. 6 to shoot. Levine, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Simmons. And he also played really well in that win against the Hornets. Grant gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lets it go with the 3. The shot by Valentine, no good. The Magic trail by 12. Baseline try. Valentine grabs the board. To the paint. Here's Levine. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Grant.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Valentine passes to Carter. Levine deciding where to go with it. Trying to get open as Carter. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Passes to Vucevic. Over Levine. Vucevic finds Simmons. Grant against Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for Jaren Grant.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jaren Grant. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Levine kicks to Carter. Kick out to Levine. Second shot opportunity. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Isaac.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10 forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
Outside, Levine. Pass to Valentine. Vucevic with the block. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on the defensive end, and when it gets down to it, you're kind of that last line of defense. And obviously, defense is a team-oriented ideal, but there's something fun about that. I think there's something competitive about that.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Young is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Valentine. Then there's Carter. And it's Levine in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Ross. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Grant with the ball. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Steve, you had an excellent playing career. Talk a little bit about the work you had to put in and just to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it comes down to that work ethic. Obviously, we all have talent, but you have to put in that work, and that work continues on the court, off the court, and it's basically 365 days a year where you have to find a way to get better.
Was it mainly shooting for you?
No, not mainly shooting for me, Kevin. I think it was always just my overall game.
Chicago leading by 4. Dunn dishes to Carter. Dunn passes to Portis. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Magic. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Grant. Inside. Here's Ross. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Young kicks to Dunn. Right through the D for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 6.
Chris Dunn is shifty, does the most damage with the ball in his hands, and you see why.
And here is Ross. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. 3-on-3. And there's Dunn on the assist by Valentine. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead. The Magic have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Parker's checked in for Nick Young. Orlando also making some changes. Martin's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant. Now here's Ross. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Augustine with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Ross, that's good.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a 3.
Valentine passes to Portis. Augustine against Dunn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Chicago. Markkanen comes in for Portis. Fournier is checked in for Orlando. And he makes both free throws. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Augustine kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Ross. Passes it to Augustine. Back to Ross. Shot clock at 6. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dunn looking over the floor. Pass to Valentine. Lets it fly. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Valentine's got his first 2 points. Augustine against Dunn. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Now the pass to Ross. Now here's Mozgov. Three-pointer Augustine. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Parker outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steve, more and more we hear about players wanting to be traded. The information comes out publicly, whether they leak it or their agent leaks it. Is this a new development, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think because of social media, Kevin, right now, everybody hears a little bit, and even if it's true or not true, it gets spread like wildfire, and it can reach so many different people because of social media quickly, and I think that's the problem we're having right now. It's, social media can be a plus, but it also can be a negative.
That's a good observation. And so he hits both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Done against Augustine. He kicks to Fournier. And it's Mozgov in the corner. Augustine against Dunn. Fires it up. Misses off the right iron. The Bulls leading by 8. To the middle. The shot by Valentine, no good. Augustine against Dunn. Now here is Augustine. Defense is right there. Outside Fournier. Here is Ross. 6 points for him. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dunn outside. Kicks to Valentine. Rebound by the Magic. Martin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Well, you know that Ross can throw it down. Nice one right there.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Pass to Valentine. Here's Markkanen on target from 13 feet. Markkanen's got his 2nd basket of the night.
It looked like the defense just flat out froze out there. Clear breakdown in communication to allow that easy bucket.
Now here's Fournier, guarded closely. Passes it to Ross. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And here's a look at some stats for Jabari Parker. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Right around 21 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Valentine. He feeds it to Markkanen. Shoots over Fournier. And too long on the shot. The Magic trail by 8. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Markkanen. Lopez outside. Valentine kicks to Lopez. The pass to Parker. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive.
You love the way Robin Lopez just goes after those missed shots. That's where he can do damage.
The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Augustine passes to Mozgov. Ross on the wing. Dunn covering. Martin wide open. He fires. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now here's Dunn. He has 6. Parker inside, working on Martin. Here's Markkanen. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
The Magic have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Chicago making a switch here. Levine's checked in, and a change for the Magic. Vucevic is checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Augustine. Here's Dunn. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Lopez finds Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Plenty of daylight on that shot. 9 points for Chris Dunn.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Pass to Ross. Pass to Vucevic. Fournier against Levine. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Fournier.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Lopez outside. Pass to Levine. Here's Parker. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up. Misses off the left iron.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Back to Augustine. And there's the pass to Fournier. Vucevic down low. He's guarded by Markkanen. Deep 2 from Ross. Rebound by Parker.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
Puts it up. And that one hits back iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Augustine against Dunn. Now Augustine. Ross kicks to Vucevic. To the inside. Ross on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Parker drives in. Orlando grabs the miss.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
That one drops for him. Augustine's got 5.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Lopez passes to Markkanen. Now Parker launches it. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Augustine with it. He has 5. Left side, Martin. It's good. This game is all even. Martin's got 4 points this quarter.
Soft interior defense. You know he's going to be aggressive.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Some changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Markkanen. Young is subbed in for Parker. Then for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Jarrell Martin. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Pass to Portis. He kicks it to Dunn. Over Grant. And the Bulls with another miss.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Sinks the triple.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Dunn dishes to Carter. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Grant against Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Grant, and it comes off the front of the rim.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Isaac passes to Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 5-point Orlando lead. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Magic ending the second quarter on a 20-7 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what changed as the first half continued?
We toughened up a little bit. We know they were getting a lot of easy points, a lot of points around the paint, around the basket, and we just started playing more aggressive, playing hard on defensive end, and that got us going offensively too. So we just got to keep doing that, play hard, and should be fine.
Keeping the paint tight is key. Thanks very much, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello! You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here at this beautiful table. This is a beautiful table.
What is this, oak?
It is. It's, I think it's teak.
Oh, teak.
There's Shaq. There's Kenny.
Polished oak.
Teak. It's very nice. It's very nice.
You mean antique?
No, it's just teak.
Teak.
I have an antique.
For Orlando, it was a challenging first quarter. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. A huge turnaround offensively in the second quarter. They shot 60% from the field, and you could sense their confidence surging as well as they made basket after basket after basket after basket after basket. You get the idea. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled, and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
I think they let the game come to them, but they haven't got to the foul line enough, Ernie. That's an area where they're getting beat. I like to see them press to action a little bit more.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Jaren Grant in this game, he's been everywhere.
And through two quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to let the game come to him. He really pushed the action. We'll see if that continues here in the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. Martin is out there with Vucevic, and it's Augustine in at the 1 spot. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Magic leading by 5. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. And that'll be his third foul so far. So it's Orlando now. Fires from 14. Here's Ross. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Ross. Bulls trail by 7. Dunn kicks to Lopez. Levine inside the three-point line. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Levine's got 12.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Ross against Parker. Lopez with the block. And they get it back. Three-pointer. Martin gets the three-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Levine kicks to Dunn. Inside, here's Lopez. That shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Magic leading by 8. Lopez over to help. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A chance now to see the numbers for Augustine. How last month turned out for him. He's right around 13 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now here's Parker. After the miss from Vucevic, it's Parker with the drive. Feeds to Dunn. 6 to shoot. Here's Levine. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches. Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
Now here is Martin. And finished off by Martin. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Parker against Ross. Parker finds Lopez. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games, but when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
Now here's Fournier. Right side, Martin. Ross on the wing, covered by Parker from 12 feet out. No good from Ross. Bulls trail by 8. Inside, here's Markkanen, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Valentine's checked in for Chicago. And a switcher also for Orlando. Mozgov, he's checked in for Vucevic. Martin with the bucket. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Fournier. Markkanen kicks to Dunn. And there's the foul. It's on Jarrell Martin. That's foul number 2 for him. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Dunn passes to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Parker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Parker's got 12 in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Augustine. That shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way. Parker inside. He's guarded by Ross. Passes it to Markkanen. Martin against Dunn. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. From 13, Markkanen can't get it to go. Magic leading by 6. Here's Fournier. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight, and it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bulls.
Bobby Portis.
Here's Parker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Bulls.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. Leading by 5. Outside Fournier. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is Ross. 13 points in the game. And that one drops. 8 points for Evan Fournier.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Bulls trail by 7. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. Parker outside. Outside Portis. Clock at 6. And again, no good by Chicago. The Magic have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Dishes it to Martin. Three-pointer Augustine. Chicago grabs the miss. Parker's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And again, Chicago, no good. Magic leading by 7. Down low, here's Ross. Mozgov finds Ross. Back to Mozgov. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Mozgov's got his first 2 points of the night.
And this one a great way to score if your number isn't being called. Mozgov crashing the offensive glass.
Markkanen passes to Dunn. Good. Dunn's got 11 points.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
Some changes for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Young is subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Then for the Magic, Isaac's checked in for Jarrell Martin. Simmons comes in for Terrence Ross. And it's Jaren Grant in for Augustine. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Sunday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Time now for an injury report. Now for an update on Vucevic's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
Thanks for checking in, DA. Injuries are always tough to deal with, but they're just a fact of life in the NBA.
And he'll have a lot of support as he goes through the recovery process. They want him back as soon as possible.
And we know how much better they'll be as a team when he's out of those street clothes and back in uniform.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now, here's Grant. He's got 13. Mozgov dishes to Grant. Softly drops in the floater. Grant's got the lead, back up to 10 now for Orlando. For Chicago, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Mozgov with the steal. Pass to Fournier. Down against Grant. Back to Fournier. And a miss there on the triple. And Chicago shooting 41% for the game. Parker against Fournier. Parker inside. Here's Portis. They get it again. There's the pass to Young. Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Young. Zach LaVine's checked in for Jabari Parker. And a switcher also for Orlando. Vucevic checked in for Mozgov. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. The dish now to Grant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Magic in third.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
The free throw drops for Grant. Both good from the line that time. Here's Dunn. 11 points in the game. Out to Carter. Young passes to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic. And the Bulls with another miss.
Looking a little tentative on a very makeable shot. And this one was uncontested.
Grant. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Dunn dishes to Carter. Young outside. Kick out to Levine. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Levine's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
It's rebounded by Portis. Bulls trail by 10. Dunn outside. To the middle. He's looking for Portis and finds him.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Orlando's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Grant. Pass to Vucevic. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Grant. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
Clock at 4.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
The Magic have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 1:30 left in the third. On the wing, Levine. Not going to go that time. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And here is Grant. 20 points for him. Back to Simmons. Overdone. No good from Simmons.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Dunn left side. Young with no one around. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
Here's Fournier. And he banks in the layup. Fournier's got 10.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Levine, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's 6'5", but he has elite athleticism. Levine with the size to compete on the interior.
For Chicago, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. First free throw is good.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
And so LaVine nails both of them. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Young against Fournier. He dishes it to Vucevic. 5 to shoot. Over Carter. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Orlando Magic with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Dunn and LaVine are the guard set. Portis is out there with Young. And it's Carter in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now, here's Dunn. Alley-oop try, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Here's Vucevic. Good work defensively by Carter.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
Wasted no time on that one. Young's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. Chicago making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Orlando leading by 4. The shot's good from Fournier.
You can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now, here's Dunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Drawing fouls, something Chris Dunn did a great job of in college. Nice to see him doing it at the pro level.
Chris Dunn. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops in for Dunn. Martin's checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Jaren Grant. So he gets them both. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Augustine. And stolen by Dunn. Lays it in off the breakaway.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
Dunn's gone 5 of 11 from the field. Augustine against Young. Outside for Martin. Puts up a 3. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Simmons against LaVine. Rebound by the Magic.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now here's Dunn. Outside, Levine. Lopez left side. 5 on the clock. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Young. Here's Augustine. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Dunn kicks to Levine. Augustine with the steal. In the corner, it's Martin. The three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Levine wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists here tonight.
Great elevation, beautiful release point. The only person who can really stop Levine's jumper is himself.
Now here is Augustine. Outside, Simmons. Passes it to Isaac. Kicks it to Martin. 6 to shoot. Outside, Simmons. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Augustine. Rebound collected by Levine.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. They'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
No good on the free throw. Chicago making some changes. Markkanen comes in for Carter. And Jabari Parker subbed in for Young. Ross is checked in for Orlando. And he sinks the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And stolen by Dunn. Parker kicks to Dunn. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Dunn's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
Now, this team, they trust each other. Even down big, they have the ability to come back, and they have so far.
And it's Vucevic missing. The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's Levine. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Orlando to the middle. Here's Simmons. Buries it down low.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Dunn passes to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 6. The shot will not fall. The Magic go the other way with it. Augustine against Dunn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one drops.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
He hits both from the stripe.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Lopez outside. He kicks to Parker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good by Parker. And Parker drops them both. Here's Augustine. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Dunn. Knocks it loose. Augustine with the steal. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 5 assists in the game. Now here's Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. Here's the 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Welcome sight for this team. When Dunn's hitting from distance, this offense really opens up.
Augustine against Levine. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Now Dunn. The pass to Lopez. Back to Dunn. Got a piece of it. Pass to Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Parker. And it's Chicago scoring again.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Augustine with it. Shot from 12, and it's off the back rim, no good.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Dunn dishes to Markkanen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You look at Lauri Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
Two shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You got to be strong to weather that physicality inside.
And the Magic making a change here. Fournier is checked in. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Augustine against Dunn. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Takes a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Fournier's got 9 points here in the second half.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first three of the game, something to build on.
Passes it to Markkanen. Back to Dunn. It's stolen by Vucevic. Ross against Parker. Ross passes to Augustine. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. For the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Levine's got 4 rebounds in this game. Augustine against Dunn. Now here's Parker. Tight defense on him. Markkanen passes to Lopez. Just 5 on the clock. And that one drops for him. Lopez has got it all tied up now for Chicago.
Not who you picked to come up with a huge shot, but nevertheless, Robin Lopez just delivered a huge shot for his team.
Now here is Augustine. And here's Fournier. The feed to Martin. From the high post, he drills it. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter. Now Chicago's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And Levine, here we go. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Vucevic. Augustine against Dunn. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Unloads from 13. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Floats one, and Parker with the layup. Parker's got 19 points.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Dishes to Martin. Looking for Fournier and gets it there with the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. We've got 1:08 left in the 4th quarter. Parker outside. Parker double teamed. The kick out to Lopez. Shot clock at 2. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the pass to Martin. It's Fournier on the wing. Over Levine. Fournier's shot is off. Parker with no one around. Count it!
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Dunn.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field, and a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Now, here's Fournier. Ooh, offline. Martin, the pass to Isaac. Back to Martin. And here's Augustine. Overdone. Good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Vucevic is out there with Martin, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Stolen by Levine. Here's Lopez, and it's done in the corner. Back to Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
When Lopez gets in that close, it's tough to stop him from slamming it home.
Ball's knocked loose. And so Orlando again turning it over. Pass to Dunn. And one action in this one. We're about 1 minute into overtime. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside Levine. And out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 4. Well, overtime basketball, 1.5 minutes played so far. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
When you're thinking about the next play, rather than being in the moment, these kinds of mistakes happen.
Dunn kicks to Lopez. Passes it to Markkanen. Parker outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Parker's got 26 points.
Well, we know he's been confident with the shot. A big reason why they're ahead in this game.
It's Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Dunn passes to Lopez. Martin against Markkanen. And Parker, here we go.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Parker. At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good by Parker. And he makes both free throws. It's overtime basketball, folks, if you're just tuning in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Parker. And finished off by Parker.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Fournier after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Parker double teamed. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Parker. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up. Be willing to make the extra pass.
Fournier finds Martin. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple. 20 points for Evan Fournier.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
To the wing right side. Here's Parker. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Augustine passes to Isaac. Fournier against Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to Parker. Poke loose. Augustine in the corner. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Parker double teamed. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Augustine with the ball. He feeds it to Vucevic. And that one is off. So the Bulls will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game.
Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And an intentional foul right there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And whatever play they run has to be quick.
And with time working against them, even if they make it, they need to foul right away.
And an intentional foul right there.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
And this huddle up about 2 things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
It's Fournier on the wing. Martin kicks to Isaac. Fournier passes to Martin. 3-pointer. Trifecta.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
Chicago calls timeout. They're leading by 2. Just 4 seconds left in overtime. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jabari, looks like you're getting back in stride, and you have certainly had adversity with the knee injuries the last few years. How have you been able to battle through them?
It's been tough, to tell you the truth, but, you know, the race is not won to the swift, but the one to endure, so I'm trying to keep that motive.
You have certainly endured and thrived, Jabari. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.